for me, it's easy to say you guys, first half hole you couldn't come out of. Is it as simple as that, or a little more to kind of your slow start tonight?
We just were not ourselves. I think in the 20, how many games did we play? 24.
24 now?
Yeah.
23 now. This is
19-4, right? So in the 22 games before this, we had always been ourselves. There was never a half like that where it was like, what are we doing? So we lost ourselves a little bit in the first half. Turnovers, you had 1 assist, 9 turnovers. Impossible to beat a team like this when you're giving them live ball, opportunities. And we're just not moving the ball. Second half was better. We had more assists. But at the end of the day, they made 27 free throws to our 11. I'm not saying it was a poorly officiated game, but it was just hard. We kept sending them to the foul line. They kept converting. So better in the second half, but the bottom line is we got to learn from it and grow. We got a little time to practice. We got a little time to prepare for Nevada, and we got to be a better team by next Tuesday.
I know this came up the other day in the presser about you guys are getting some rest after this game, and you have no regrets about the Oral Roberts game. In fact, the way they're moving up the net, I mean, that looks like a really good resume builder game. But your team tonight anyway, and maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like maybe a tired team. It looked like some rest is coming at a good time for you guys.
I mean, I think everybody's tired right now. We got to be better when we're tired. The great teams execute when they're fatigued. They find a way to get rest mentally, physically, to where they're fresh on game day. I mean, you could go to any coach in our league, and they're going to say they're tired from something. So the bottom line is we got to play better, and we got to be ready to go right from the jump. And as I said before, we'll get rest tomorrow, but then we're back to work to become a better team more than anything.
All right, the stats stand out to me, and you kind of mentioned these in bits and pieces, but 7 assists on 29 made field goals. Like, is that as simple as just saying the ball movement just wasn't there tonight?
Yeah, pretty much, and it's just we got to learn from it. We got to dissect the film and say, okay, because you got to give credit to Utah State. They do a great job of reading the defense. Okay, you're going to put 2 on the ball. I'm going to find somebody else, and we're still really, really struggling with that. They're treating ball screens as opportunities to get other guys shots. We're treating it to duck our head and just throw the ball at the rim. So we just, as I said, we got to watch the film. We can't get sensitive about anything. We just got to learn and see where we can find better offense and better flow. The turnovers in the first half crushed us.
You guys had at the first media timeout, they had 11 points off turnovers. That's more than 10 of your opponents this year. So by the first media timeout, they had already kind of set the tone that with the easy points, like the points you guys handed them. You guys did shore it up a little bit after that, but like the whole was kind of
It was too hard. We talked about it. We said, guys, if we just take care of the ball, we're going to be right there. And just uncharacteristically in the first half, especially because we had 9, right? And then second half we only had 4. But that's why we won that half 46-38 was stop turning the ball over. So just got to be a little bit better, certainly with our offensive execution more than anything.
And kind of last one for me, I know it doesn't matter after a loss, but you did hold them, the nation's best three-point shooting team, under their season average. It's 7 games in a row you guys have done that. I don't know. Anything good to take defensively out of this game?
We were better in the second half. I think we're going to watch and say we played a much better game in the second half. It was just the first half. It's just we can't be stubborn offensively. I mean, they're a very, very good offensive team. Part of the problem, though, was we sent them to the line so much. I mean, they made 27 points. That's a lot. And I would say maybe there was a couple I didn't think were foul, but overall I thought it was pretty well officiated. So, as I said, I mean, it's a great time right now to sit back and say, okay, let's take a deep breath and let's gear up for this next stretch.
I'd say that was my last one, but you know me. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. Like the standings right now are still 5 teams kind of separated from the rest of the league. Doesn't mean any of the rest of the league's an easy game, but are you still kind of looking at this as a league title kind of
I'm just looking at it as getting home tomorrow and getting some rest. I try really hard not to look at all of that. I mean, it's the good part about our league is there's quality wins everywhere. Although we lost, it's not like losing here is going to kill us with our net or anything like that. So at the end of the day, like, I'm just going to, my sole focus on where can I be better as a coach? I'm going to evaluate this. Where can we be better as a coaching staff? And then just try to get better. It's a tough league. And if you win any games, they're going to be quality wins, which is good.
We made our bed, and now you got to lay in it, kind of thing. We just completely wasted that first 20 minutes of the game. Just bad rotations, just like one or two past possessions. We just, oh man, I sound like a broken record now. Especially after the Nevada game, like our defense just did not show up in the first half. Credit to them. Obviously they were making the shots, and they definitely took advantage of us not showing up ready to go for the first 10 minutes. And then obviously, like, second half came around, kind of came out. Even the first media wasn't amazing, but after that is when we kind of caught our stride and went on a bit of a run and kind of wiggled it back to around 10. But we cannot go where we want to go and play like that on the road. It was just a lack of focus on our part. The coaches, they gave us a scout. They told us exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be a lot of ball screens. Going to be a lot of just like transition, like they're going to try to get out. And kind of like I said in the presser a few days ago, or whenever that was, like they don't press a lot on defense, but they will definitely take advantage if we turn it over, and that's what happened. Obviously, we gave them 10 in the first half off, just shooting ourselves in the foot. And, I think Coach told us we had, 9 or 10 turnovers and 1 assist in the first half. That's
pretty bad.
That's not going to get it done. You'd have to be playing out of your mind to have that kind of offensive output.
So you guys are now in a spot where, look, obviously the top 5 in this league are still the top 5.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a gap after that. So, you guys are still in position, or not out of position by any stretch, but you guys made it really difficult on yourself. Do you guys now still focus on a league title? Do you guys just trying to focus on the games that will really get you those NCAA kind of resume builders, like the big games, or is it just every single game? None of that really changes, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can't ever. You can't ever let yourself, get bigger than you are, and so obviously we're trying to win the conference championship, but everything we do every day, every game is about preparing us for the postseason. Now whether that be the conference tournament or if we can string together some more good ones, March Madness. But you can't let any game go to waste, because every game, every practice, whatever it may be, it's an opportunity to either improve or deteriorate your habits that are then going to translate to those bigger games. And so obviously with the way that the selection and all that works, obviously there's a little bit of a bigger emphasis on the San Diego States, the Boise States, obviously Nevada coming at home. But you can't let any game go to waste, because regardless of if we're going to be in contention for the league title, we have to improve as a team, and that's what every game is. It's another 40 minutes for us to kind of build our habits and get ready to play in those bigger games or whatever it may be, or just the next game. And so,
appreciate you, man.
First half, I think we just started off with the leaders of the team, but I say in my end for sure, I lacking on defense, kind of playing too much with the ball, early turnovers, and it's a great team. We get down to breaking feeds off that, so we kind of dug ourselves in a hole kind of deep. I think we're down 20 and a half.
Yeah, 19,
20 and a half, but we kind of had a message come the second half that just keep on battling and keep trying to break down the lead, but at the end of the day, it's always tough. It's always tough to come down from the lead like that, so we got to keep on chipping away, work on our offense, get to moving the ball a lot more, just like Coach said, and just listening to Coach more. That's all we got. That's all we can do.
This is a spot in the season where still got a lot of games left, and
Yes.
you've been through this 4 times.
Yes.
You're a 5th-year guy,
Yes.
so anybody kind of hitting the wall right now. Now's not the time to hit the wall. You guys got a lot of ball left to play.
Yeah, we have a lot of ball left. I would say this team is not a team who has people who just, I think, hit the wall. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're doing so well, 19-4, but all we can do is just go to Nevada and just lock in, because a lot of quad one wins we have left on our schedule.
Yeah.
We got this, Boise State, and this win for them is just giving the Mountain West a better, just a tougher look.
Yeah, this one hurts your guys' mentally, like, ego maybe more than it hurts your resume.
Yes. So this is a quad one loss, so it can't really hurt us that bad. But for them, I think it's the first quad one win.
It is, as of right now.
Yeah, it's the first quad one win, but you know what I'm saying? It builds up the conference. It just shows how competitive it is, and it's a great team. It's a good team at home, and we just got to go into Nevada and just lock in and try and get that one. You know what I'm saying? We lost one. We got a flagrant second OT, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't know I swung my arm, but we're gonna go back home and just try and get a win, man.
All right, you guys. Obviously, I'll wrap it up with this. You guys come in here. You guys knew the environment was tough. You guys are gonna have tough environments the rest of the season.
Yes.
How important is it then to flip that script when you guys have those home games and make sure that the pit doesn't have another one? You know, you don't trip up in the pit again.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the fans here gave me a lot of energy. The pit fans always give us a lot of energy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're a very tough team to beat at home. And I feel like with the sellout crowd we'll have, most likely against Nevada, it'll be big for us. So, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be a big quad one win for us, which will, I wouldn't say erase this loss, but it's huge. It's huge for us, man. We just keep stacking quad ones.